Find a seat that feels comfortable to you and begin to soften down your eyes. Feel your sitting bones connecting with the earth, as if you had roots reaching deep and far. Breathe length into your spine, reaching like a tree or branches closer to the sky. Feel into the sensations of your breath. Find softness in your shoulders, relaxing the muscles of your jaw, your face. Feel the air brushing over your skin. Feeling into your tissues, your bones. Sensing the rivers of liquids running through your body. Just like the rivers of the jungle. Take a deep inhale here. And a soft exhale. Another deep inhale. And soft, full exhale. Now drawing the low belly gently towards the back of your heart. Drink in another slow breath of air. Visualize it flowing up the front of your spine past your heart. Let it reach the cave of your skull and hold your breath here. From your hold, sip a little more air in, and a little more air in, and hold. Softening your face, softening your edges as you hold. Take one more small sip of air in, and exhale all the air out, returning to your natural breath. Taking one more breath just like this. So drinking in a slow breath of air. Travel with it up the front of your spine, past your heart and throat. When you reach the cave of your skull, hold your breath here. Sip a little more air in, and a little more air in. And take one more small sip of air in, and then hold. Feeling the energy of your arms, of your legs, of your whole body, reaching up into this space and expanding in the crown of your head. Take one more small sip of air in, and then exhale, waterfalling all the air out. Letting your natural breath wave back in. Taking a moment to breathe, to feel. Now bringing your right fingertips softly to your left collarbone. Feather-light touch. Moving into the rivers of our lymphatic system. Finding the cave just above your collarbone. Let your fingers sink in a little bit deeper. Now with soft wrists and heavy hands, slap 3 times. Soften your hand down. Take a full breath. Journeying with your left fingertips to your right collarbone. Feather-light greeting of the skin. Resting in the valley above your collarbone. And journeying deeper with your fingers, contacting something beyond your skin. Soft wrists and heavy hands, 3 slaps here. Releasing your hand down, take a deep inhale. And a soft exhale. Both hands, each finding the space just behind the corner of your jaw, underneath your earlobe. Gentle at first, begin to explore this space. And allowing your fingers to sink in deeper, lingering in any spaces that feel interesting. Three taps in this space. Softening your hands down, take a full breath to feel. Right hands find your left chest where it meets your left shoulder, just above your armpit. Soft exploration. And then sinking in deeper. Heavy hands, 3 slaps. Releasing your hand down and traveling with your left hand to your right chest, finding the space where it meets your right shoulder. Beginning the conversation with your skin gently, and then deepening your touch. Staying curious to explore the sensations. And finding your 3 slaps. Both hands to your sternum. Finding the space where your ribs meet your sternum and let your fingers sink in deeper. Moving in circles. Sinking in even a little bit deeper, reaching the tissues, the fascia. With heavy fingers now, begin to tap just below your collarbones. Tapping all around your chest. Down the center of your sternum. Resting one hand down, and as if you're drawing a line between the bottom of your sternum and your belly button, find the middle of that line. Soften into your belly and begin to draw small circles. Feeling into how much your body, your belly can soften, how deep it allows you to enter. Using your breath to soften a little bit more, deepening your touch. And with heavy hands, 3 slaps. Both hands find the space where your thighs meet your hips, your hip creases. You can stay seated or let your legs come out in front of you. Soft at first. Our lymph nodes are quite close to the surface here, so you might even feel them beneath the skin. Deepening your touch just slightly. And then 3 slaps. Both hands find the pockets behind your knee, between the big tendons, greeting your skin. And then sinking in deeper, more towards the thigh side, maybe moving up a bit on the back of your hamstrings. And then with heavy hands 3 times, bringing the soles of your feet to meet, finding your inner ankle to begin to explore. Sensing into the world beneath your skin. Deepening your touch, feeling into the sensations. And then 3 slaps here. And crossing your legs, find back to a comfortable seat. Closing down your eyes and feel. Maybe feeling into the lingering sensations of your touch. Any vibrations or tingling on your skin. Beginning our journey into our double breath. The double breath consists of 2 inhales through the nose and then an exhale through the mouth. We begin with 1 deep inhale, followed by a short inhale, and then an exhale, letting the air drop out through the mouth. And it sounds something like this. Let's take a deep inhale to prepare. And a soft, full exhale. Drawing your low belly gently towards the back of your heart. Join in when you feel ready. Ten more seconds. On your next exhale, exhale all the way out. And when you reach the bottom of your exhale, hold your breath. Five more seconds. Now slow inhale. Reaching the top of your inhale, hold your breath just for a moment. And then exhale all the air out. Returning to your natural breath. Gently begin to lift the curtain of your eyes, opening your eyes for a gentle gaze, removing any cushion that you might be sitting on, and roll yourself over your knees onto your hands and knees. Finding your soft baby hands, we're connecting to the outer pinky moon. letting there be a connection from the outer parts of your hand running up your arm to the outer part of your shoulder blade. Finding a gentle sway side to side, letting the weight shift from the outer part of one hand to the outer part of the other hand. As you exhale now, begin to shift your hips towards your heels. Drawing your low belly in towards the back of your heart. As you inhale, inflate your body from within, rounding yourself forward. Let your neck and head be soft, flowing with the movement, and then exhale, hips coming closer to your heels. Without rushing your breath, wait for your inhale to come. Once it comes, let it inflate you forward, letting it be the breath that moves you, using as little muscle as you can. Closing your eyes if you feel comfortable, and let yourself be guided by your own breath. Letting it be your exhales that draw your hips closer to your heels, and your inhales inflating you, rounding you forward. Getting lost in the movement, in the sensations of your skin. And next time you round forward, stay here. One more short round of double breath. Taking a deep inhale together to prepare. Inhale through the nose. And a soft, full exhale. And begin when you feel ready. Dropping your exhales out through your mouth or through your nose. On your next exhale, exhale all the way out. Hold your breath at the bottom. And from your hold, gently begin to shift your hips back towards your heels. Continuing to hold as you move. And then let your inhale come back in, let it inflate you and round you forward. Holding for just a moment at the top. Finding your neutral spine, and then exhale all the air out. Letting your natural breath return. Begin to walk your knees back now. Coming down onto your elbows. Placing your elbows a little bit in front of your shoulders. Finding a deep core activation. Draw your low belly towards the back of your heart. Breathing deeply into the sides of your pelvis and looking for a shake here. Maybe moving your knees back a little bit further if you want to intensify the sensation. Keeping head and neck soft, and soften. Allow something to soften. As you're engaging your deep core, breathing deeply. Letting a fire begin in your core and spread through your body. Move your knees back even further if you want to feel more. Low belly stays drawn in. And then with a deep inhale, come back to your hands and knees. Taking a full breath. And then a deep inhale, inflate and round yourself up. And exhale, lifting your hips, your knees and your hips back into downward facing dog. Bending your knees generously. Letting your hips move and sway, bending one knee at a time. Allowing yourself to ease into your hamstrings. Now bending your knees even more and finding stillness. And from your bent knees, instead of just lengthening and straightening your legs, find your knees even more bent, and then from here begin to pull your sitting bones up and back as if someone's pulling you towards the sky diagonally. And let this pulling of your sitting bones be what brings length into your legs. Now find a deep inhale and walk your feet towards your hands. Exhale, bending your knees as much as you need to. Fold. Pushing your big toes apart. Finding the energy of the inner fountain as it enters through your inner ankles, running up the inseams of your legs. Reaching the low belly, letting your low belly draw in towards the back of your heart. Now take a deep inhale and open your wings to fly one time. And then exhale to float down. Inhale now, rising up, bringing your arms all the way to the sky. Exhale, soften your arms down. Find a soft bend in your knee. Close down your eyes. And feel into the earth through the soles of your feet.
Allow yourself another few seconds to feel. Feel your breath. Feel your spine. The earth underneath your feet. Find a sway side to side, moving the weight of your body from the outer edge of your right foot to your outer edge of your left foot. Keep swaying side to side. Keep your knees bent. Keep your sitting bones pulling back even here. Drift deeper into the sensations. Separate your feet a little bit more. So they're almost as wide as your hips, or even bigger. Now begin to draw your belly, your low belly, up towards the back of your heart. Pull your knees forward and your sitting bones back. And even as you're here, keep the draw of the belly towards the back of your heart and place your hands on your thighs. And breathe here. Find a little bit of a bounce. Connect with your spine long, as if it wants to reach the sky. Bring your hands in front of your chest. Keep the bouncing. Now take a deep inhale. Gather in front of your heart. Open the wings. Fly here. Keep your knees a little bit bent even here and your sitting bones pulling back. Exhale, bring your hands back to your thighs. Pull the sitting bones back again and the knees forward. Find a bounce. Lift your armpits. So instead of lifting your shoulders, bringing tension to your neck, bring your armpits. Imagine that you can hollow your armpits. Now bring your hands in front of your chest again. Gather in front of the heart. Take a deep inhale. Inflate. This time as you exhale, bring your hands in front of your pelvis. Touch your pelvis. Rotate internally your thighs. Sitting bones pulling back, forward fold. Let your arms hang heavy. Breathe here and feel. Even here, feel the sitting bones pulling back. Keep your knees bent. Take a deep inhale here. And a soft exhale. Keep pushing with your first toe and your second toe towards opposite directions. So create a cave in the inner part of your feet. Feel the outer edges of your feet connected to the earth. And imagine there's an inner fountain running through the inseam of your legs. On your next inhale, visualize that inner fountain bringing energy from the earth. Keep bringing the energy as it goes through your pelvis. Lift your upper body. Parachute your arms like there's a parachute underneath your armpit. And fly. Exhale, place your hands on the ground. Go into downward facing dog. Bend your knees generously here. Pull your sitting bones back. Feel the outer edges of your hands. So create a cave in the inner part of your hands, baby hands. Take a deep inhale and round forward, way forward to your plank, but it's a soft plank. Bending your knees, even here, pulling your sitting bones back, keeping the low belly drawn behind the heart. Sway side to side. How soft can you make this? Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, bring your knees to the ground and melt to the ground. Take a deep inhale, let your sitting bones pull you back towards your heels. And as you exhale, lift your upper body, sitting bones back. Pull your sitting bones back. Lean forward a little bit. Keep the draw of the belly so your belly is lifted towards the back of your ribs. Find a little bit of a bounce. Soft hands in front of your chest. Take a deep inhale and fly here. And exhale, gather in front of the heart. Inhale, open the wings and fly. Exhale, gather. One last time, gather in front of the heart. Take a deep inhale. Tension your arms, open the wings and fly. As big as you want, as small as you can. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the ground, your hips back. Inhale, inflate forward. Exhale, separate your knees from the ground. Pull your sitting bones back into your downward facing dog. Feel here. Full breath here. Take a deep inhale and walk towards your hands. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open the wings, fly once. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bring your arms up all the way up to the sky. Exhale, rotate your inner thighs internally and forward fold. Take a deep inhale, draw the inner fountain towards your pelvis and all the way up to the cave of your skull. Open the wings and fly. Exhale, place your hands on the ground. Step back, downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Take a deep inhale, forward wave into your plank. Sitting bones back and up, knees bent. Exhale, melt to the ground. Inhale, pull your sitting bones back towards your heels. Exhale, gather in front of the heart, bounce. Inhale, inflate your inner balloon and let the arms be an expression of your breath. Exhale, gather one more time. Inhale, inflate, tension the arms. Fly. Exhale, hips back, hands in front of you on the ground. Inhale, forward. Exhale, knees off the ground, sitting bones back and up, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Take a deep inhale and walk towards your hands. Exhale and fold. Inhale, fly. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands on your hips, front part of your pelvis. Internal rotation, forward fold. Inhale, fly once. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward plank. Exhale, melt to the ground. Inhale, sitting bones back towards your heels. Exhale, bounce. Gather at the heart. Take a deep inhale, fly here. Exhale, let your hips bring you back towards your heels and your hands in front of you on the ground. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Keep connected with the inner fountain. Keep connection with your sitting bones pulling back. Your low belly drawn towards the back of your heart. Let your heels fall to the right side. Bend your knees. Keep your hands on the ground, but open up the left side of your body towards the sky like if it was a rainbow. So picture the distance between your left armpit and left hip growing bigger. Bounce a little bit here. And as you exhale, shift to the other side. Bend the knees. Find the distance between right armpit and right hip. Visualize the rainbow of your right side. Exhale, come back to center. Breathe here. Take a deep inhale, walk forward. And exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, fly once. Exhale, down. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands and arms on the side of your body. Close your eyes if you're not there yet and breathe. And feel the energy of the earth connected to the energy of your body. Observe the difference between the way your rivers were flowing at the beginning of this session and how they are now. And separate your feet again, a little bit wider than your hips. Pull your knees forward, your sitting bones back. Lift the low belly towards the back of your heart. Bring your hands in front of your chest. Find a little bit of a bounce here and feel the connection with the internal rotation of your thighs. Feel the connection with the outer edges of your feet, the cave in the inner part of your feet. Take a deep inhale and bring your arms up. Keep a little bit of bend and a little bit of a bounce. Keep the low belly towards the back of your heart. Soft hands at first. Now grab a cloud. Imagine there's a cloud and you can grab it with your hands. Keep your neck soft and your shoulders soft. Now take a deep inhale and begin to bring that cloud with your hands and your arms tensioned. Keep breathing deep to the sides of the pelvis and imagine that you can reach with your heart the cloud that you're bringing down with your arms. Keep your sitting bones pulling back and resist the tension of your pelvis pulling forward. So there's a resistance here from your sitting bones pulling back. So instead of going just forward with your pelvis, try to keep your sitting bones pulling back here. Tension your arms as much as you can. Bring the cloud closer to your chest, the chest closer to the cloud. Exhale, bring your arms up again, sitting bones back. One more time, take a deep inhale, tension your arms, bring the cloud towards your chest, the chest towards the cloud. Exhale, this time bring your hands in front of your pelvis and forward fold. Breathe here. Take a deep inhale, open the wings and fly. Exhale, place your hands on the ground, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale and roll forward into your plank. Exhale, melt to the ground. Inhale, sitting bones pull back. Exhale, bounce, gather in front of your chest. Inhale, fly once. Exhale, gather. Sitting bones back, find a little bit of a bounce here, and this time bring your arms up. So, just as you did it before on your vortex chair, keep your hands soft. Keep your shoulders soft and your neck soft. The sitting bones. Keep the connection, the awareness. Grab the cloud again. Take a deep inhale. Begin to inflate your inner balloon. Tension your arms. Sitting bones pulling back even here. Exhale, arms up. Sitting bones back. Find your bounce again. And one more time. This time, as big as you want, as small as you want. Deep inhale, inflate. Tension your arms, keep your neck soft. Exhale, hands on the ground. Breathe here. Stay on your all fours, but keep a little bit of a sway side to side. Now come all the way down to the ground. belly on the ground. Place your toes together, so your big toes together. And let your heels fall to the sides. Place your chin or your forehead on the ground. Lengthen the back of your neck. Soft feet, soft legs. Deep breath here, and feel the breath as it expands with the vibrations of the earth. Breathe here. Keep the connection with your inner balloon and the inflation. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders or in front of them. A little bit in front of them rather than underneath, in front of them. So your elbows are pointing towards your legs. Breathe. Now take a deep inhale. Use the inflation of the inner balloon to softly separate your forehead from the ground. It doesn't have to be too big. Use your breath rather than the strength of your arms or legs. Keep your legs soft. They're gonna want to grab. Observe what's grabbing. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. Take another deep inhale and see if you can separate your face a little bit more off the ground. Use the breath. Lengthen the back of your neck. Deep breath. Exhale, come back to the ground. Place your cheek on the ground. Give yourself some time to feel. We're gonna go again in a few seconds. This time, if you want to keep it as we did it before, not too big, do that. If you want to go a little bit further, use a little bit of the strength of your body, your arms, and use that strength of the breath to bring you further up. Breath and a little bit of muscle, a little bit of arms to go into a cobra. Take a deep inhale and a soft exhale. Place your forehead on the ground, your hands right in front of your shoulders, side by side by your face. Soften your legs and your feet. Lengthen the back of your neck. Take a deep inhale, inflate, separate your face off the ground. Keep inflating the inner balloon, keep the connection with your breath. Deep inhale. See how much you can soften your legs that you want to grab. See how much can you make this effort from your breath. Take another deep inhale. Baby hands, use a little bit of strength from your arms to go into your cobra. Soften your legs. Deep breath. Inflate the inner balloon a little bit more. Armpits up. Bhujangasana. But it's a soft, coming from the breath, Bhujangasana. One more time, deep inhale. Exhale, come down slowly. Place your cheek on the ground, or even make a little pillow with your hands interlacing your fingers. Give yourself a few seconds to feel. Your inner balloon pushing towards the sky, contacting your spine. Take a deep inhale. And a soft exhale. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Use the breath to come back to all fours. Take a deep inhale here. As you exhale, bring your sitting bones towards your heels. Inhale, round towards the sky. Wave towards the sky and forward. As you exhale, separate your knees off the ground. Downward facing dog. Breathe here. Next time you inhale, lift your left leg up. Rotate it internally. So this sounds a little counterintuitive. The usual thing would be to just extend it up. In this case, we're gonna rotate it internally, keeping the right knee soft, bent. And the left leg internally rotates as much as you can. More than you can even think. Keep breathing deep to the sides of the pelvis. Bend your right knee. Connect with the idea of your armpits moving away from your hips. Your hands moving away from your armpits. Take one more deep inhale. And as you exhale, bring your left leg forward next to your left hand. Bring your right knee close to the ground. Bring your left elbow close to the ground. Feel the space between your right arm and your left leg. Take a deep inhale. Use the breath to begin to lengthen your right leg, to unfurl your left arm towards the sky. And as you exhale, come back. Knee bends, shoulder bends, elbow closer to the ground. Bend your right knee. Take a deep inhale. Begin to unfurl your left arm one more time. And as you exhale this time, open the right leg so your right heel comes to the ground. So it's almost like you're going to a wide stand. Stay close to the ground. Elbows close to the ground, sitting bones pulling back. Sway the weight of your body side to side. Try to keep the internal rotation of your thighs. Heavy left arm. Prepare to a Trikonasana unfurl. Take a deep inhale. Inflate your inner balloon and begin to unfurl your right arm towards the left side. So instead of going up, you're going to the left side. Keep the internal rotation. Let the left arm dangle Inflate your inner balloon and feel the distance between your right hip and your right armpit. Let your arm be an expression, right arm be an expression of your breath. Take one more deep breath. Straighten your right leg. And as you exhale, come down to a downward facing dog. Breathe here. Bend your knees. Sitting bones back and up. Exhale, place your knees on the ground. Sit on your heels and feel. Allow yourself to just drift deeper into the sensations for a few seconds. Come back to your all fours. Separate your knees off the ground. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up, rotate it internally and keep your left knee bent. Find a little bit of a bounce if you feel like it. Keep rotating your right leg internally. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. Separate your left armpit a little bit more from your left hip. Sitting bone pulling back. Deep breath. As you exhale, bring your right leg next to your right arm. Bend your left knee close to the ground. Bring your right elbow close to the ground. On your next inhale, unfurl your right arm towards the sky. Straighten your left leg. Exhale, come back to the ground, close to the ground. One more time, deep inhale, unfurl. Exhale this time, open your left leg. Keep the internal rotation of your thighs. Keep the closeness to the ground of your upper body. Sitting bones pulling back. Begin to bring your body a little bit closer towards the right side. Take a deep inhale. Inflate the inner balloon. Unfurl your right arm towards the right side. Let your right arm dangle. Your left hand be an expression of your breath. Deep inhale. Feel the distance of your left armpit growing bigger from your left hip. Deep inhale, Trikonasana, unfurl. Sitting bones pulling back. Let your sitting bones be the ones pulling back so your left leg is straight. Deep breath. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Knees on the ground. Sit on your heels. Breathe here. Slowly, but consciously, keeping some of that energy of your rivers flowing. Begin your way into your sit, and then into your rest. Try to make it really slow. And even if you want to find a little bit of more sensation before we go into our resting, rotate your thighs internally here. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis, long spine. Keep breathing deep to the sides of the pelvis and slowly move into your Shavasana or your resting. Before your Shavasana, bend your knees. Place the soles of your feet on the ground. Separate your feet so they're as wide as your hips. Let your right leg fall to the right side.
Use your right arm to help, your right hand to help it down. You can place your hand on your low belly triangle, left triangle, and connect with your breath there. Or you can also bring your left arm on top of your head, on top of your head. Let it hang heavy like an elephant trunk. And as you take a deep inhale, connect with your knee pulling forward. And as you pull your knee forward, your left glute gets separated from the ground. And find the extension of your left side. And you can linger here, or you can do a little bit of pulsing coming back to the ground. And again, deep breath to the sides of the body. And exhale, come back. And one more time, deep breath. Exhale, come back. Come back to center this time. Let your left leg come to the ground. Help it with your left hand. Right knee follows. Right hand stays on your right belly triangle or on top of your head, hanging like an elephant trunk. Take a deep inhale and sitting bones pulling back even here when your knee is pulling forward. Find some length on your thigh, some length on your right side. Right knee pulling forward. Linger here if you prefer that, or pulse. Exhale. Right sitting bone closer to the ground. Take a deep inhale and knee forward. Right side of your body opens. Exhale. And one more time. And exhale, come back to center. Raise your legs up in the air. Your hands, soft legs, soft arms. And give them a little bit of a shake. Light bug. And slowly go into your rest pose. Let your feet fall to the sides. If there's anything you want to do before we drift deeper, do that. Let your bones be heavy on the ground. Breathe. Melt, almost as if you could merge with the vibrations of the earth.
Take a deep inhale. And a heavy exhale. And begin to bring some movement to your hands, moving your fingers, your toes, the wrists. Come off the ground with your hands, your arms. Spread them, stretch them in any direction you feel like. Keep coming back towards this place. Breathing deeply, but trying to keep your eyes closed and try to keep some of this energy. Lift your legs off the ground, bring them close to your abs. Rock them side to side. Slowly as they fall to the right side, begin your journey back to your sitting position. Placing your sitting bones on the ground. Eyes are closed. If you have a bolster, use that bolster underneath your sitting bones. Connect with your spine as it keeps growing towards the sky. Take a deep inhale here. And a soft exhale. And again, deep inhale. And a heavy exhale. One more time. Visualize your spine. Take a deep inhale. Let it grow bigger towards the sky. And exhale softly. And place one hand in front of you on the ground or on the side. It can be just your fingertips. Feel the vibrations of the earth. And take one last deep inhale. And a soft exhale. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your good vibrations and for being here.